Welcome to SigniFlow Academy, where our ninjas show you how to use your system to its full potential. In this video, we are going to take you through creating your first workflow in SigniFlow. We will go over how to upload multiple documents, adding recipients with and without advanced settings, setting up auto reminders, due dates and automatic expiry of your workflow. Now, let's get started. To open a new workflow, you can tap on the Create New button in the left-hand navigation panel. Step 1. Uploading the documents you would like to workflow. There are a number of options available here. You can immediately drag and drop a document, or click here to find one on your computer. If you've connected a DocFusion account to your SigniFlow business profile, you'll be able to use a pre-configured DocFusion template. If you have set up any document templates, you will be able to immediately use them from here. And if you want to use a form that has been set up within your business, you can also do that from here. Adding multiple documents at this point will merge all selected documents into one single document for workflow. You can use the arrows to adjust the order of the documents within your new merged document. If you'd like the first document you've uploaded to display second, use the arrows to change the order. You can also remove a document from the merged document by tapping on the trash can icon. When done, tap that Next button below the table containing your merged documents. Step 2. Set up your workflow information. At the top of the screen, you will see your document ID, and underneath it is your document name. Click in the text input box to edit the document's name if you'd like. To its right are two options. First is Create New Portfolio. This will create a new portfolio with your workflow. The second is Link to Portfolio. This will allow you to place this document into an already existing portfolio. Next up we have the due date. Using this, you can define when we would like our workflow to be completed by. This will not stop actions taking place after this date, but it will let your recipients know that you want it completed by then. Once you've set a due date, the option to automatically expire will display. Click on the toggle if you'd like your document to be moved to the expired basket after the due date has passed. Next, you have the ability to limit which emails are sent out in regard to the workflow. Send All is the default and will function as normal for the system. If you would like everyone except the first person in the workflow to receive emails, select Skip First. And finally, if you would like nobody in the workflow to receive emails, select Skip All. Under the When Complete drop-down, select where the document must go or be stored when the workflow is complete. Unless your business has set up additional functionality, the only options here should be to store the document in SigniFlow and to store the document in SigniFlow, as well as email a copy of the document to a defined email. You can set your workflow as a high priority, as well as set auto remind to yes, which will tell the system to send a daily reminder email to the workflow user who next needs to take action in the workflow. Lastly, you can add a custom message that will be displayed when your workflow gets opened by a recipient. The custom message will also display on the email sent out to them. It can be helpful to provide instructions or additional information for your recipients. Now that we are done, we will click on the Next button on the bottom right. Step 3 is adding the people you want to be included in the workflow. For the purpose of this tutorial, I am going to first add myself as a signer. The Add Individual setting will be automatically open. To add yourself, tap Add Myself within the first name text box. I will change my signature type required to an electronic signature. Once done, tap on the Confirm and Add button below the Recipient Details panel. Next, I will add an approver. Start by adding the recipient's information. In this field you can change the recipient from a signer to an approver. The advanced settings toggle alongside these text boxes will provide you with any additional options that may be available to you for the recipient. When toggled on, the settings will be visible every time you navigate to this screen. Advanced settings include Proxy allowed. This function allows or prohibits the user from designating someone else to sign on their behalf. Language settings. Set the language you want displayed. Send completed email. This will tell the system to send an email upon workflow completion, or not. And specifically for signers. Force personal digital certificate. This function makes it compulsory for a user to sign using their own personal certificate, without which they will not be able to sign. Face sign. This function makes it mandatory for recipients to use face sign to sign their document. You can click on the information icon to learn more about the different face sign options. Once you have selected all your users, you can save the process as a template to be reused later if you wish. If not, just continue. If you choose to save it as a template, you will be able to change the template slightly before saving it. Next is the field placing page. Step 4. Here you place fields for the users included in your workflow. Here you will add all the signature, form, set user info, and other fields you might want in your workflow. To do this, click on the recipient you'd like to fill in these fields. Then place the fields by selecting them, then dragging and dropping them to the section of the document you'd like them placed, then click to affix. For this tutorial, I will load a template that has all the fields placed and affixed by tapping on the Load Template icon. Then I select the template and click on Load. Once you have your fields placed and ready, you can release your workflow by clicking on the Release Document button below the fields. That is how you create a workflow in SigniFlow. Thank you for watching SigniFlow Academy. Request a demo or keep watching SigniFlow Academy to learn more.